So show how you like, my friend. Let me see. Oh, that's what you like.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Very easy. So guys, what he just showed me is basically a mohawk with a V concave nape, and basically it's that. It's a mohawk. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna do a fade on the sides. I'm gonna leave as a mohawk. I'm going to remove some length, some weight. I'm gonna add some texture. His hair is too heavy, you know, so the sides, since his head is a little bit smaller, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let the hair full and with more movement, and then to compensate those areas here that there's no much volume. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lift this up. That's what I'm going to do. At the end, I'm going to style like a messy look, put the fringe up, and kind of give some messy look in the crown area, in nape too. I'm going to add some texture, remove some weight again. Let's do it. So guys, now I'm going to add his hair a little bit. So I take my sections, be able to make my section like neat, clean, and precise. I make the hair very wet first. So guys, now I'm going to section out his hair. I'm going to take a big chunk, big section, separating the top from the sides, clipping. So as you can see now here, he has a cowlick right in the center, and the cowlick growth pattern is on clockwise direction. So what I'm going to do, I took my first section here, and I can't pick up this hair that is growing this way, because if I pick up this hair here and I'm going to end up cutting what I don't need to cut, I'm just going to follow its natural direction. As you can see, I call horseshoe section because it's round in the back and two straight lines on both sides. So now mohawk, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to place my base. Okay, let me show how I do it. I'm placing my base. First, that's my base right here, and it's gonna come down here. So I take all the hair and I bring it to my line. So now here's my base. So I'm continuing doing my base. I'm gonna come straight and down. I'm gonna finish right behind the ears. But now, how do I cut this area, right? So how do you like to trim? Just a little? Just a little. So I'm taking vertical sections here. So I'm gonna cut this very in square, flat layers. I'm going to open up my finger just a little bit, so I maintain this longer and shorter down to the nape. So now my guide is a traveling guide, is on the center. I'm gonna put my finger here, I'm gonna drive both to the center, and now I'm following and cutting with my traveling guide. I just cut section a little bit of my guide, and then my new section. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So my traveling guide is on the center, picking up my guide, picking up my new section, and my finger open up a little bit. So now from here to here is gonna be longer. So I'm pulling the hair to my cutting line. I'm going to cut the top, comb everything forward. I'm going to take a center guide, profile guide, I want the fringe a little bit longer, so I'm gonna do all triangle. There's a triangle shape on the top because I'm gonna flip this up. Okay. So here, I'm picking up the fringe using the longest length that it comes from the fringe. And it's gonna go slightly shorter towards the crown. So now, since I had my first profile guide in the center, I'm going to cut one side at a time. Pulling. My next section to my line, which is a triangle shape. Now this is all done, two sections. What I'm going to do, I'm going to split this in half, and I'm going to continue cutting the sides by lifting the hair and using my previous guide to cut the whole top. Continue leaving the bangs, the fringe longer. So here I always split. I stay with a little bit of my profile, and then I take a new section that is going to be cut following the guide. So I did one side already. Now I have my profile guide set on the center. I'm going to pick up a little bit of my profile and a new one. And I'm going to do everything all over on this side. So now, still here my profile, break that in half, so you still have some guide, and then you take a new section, groom out of the way, and then pick up. So my guide now, it is on my side, and the new section, it is this side. So I continue to do the same thing over and over again until all the hair here is going to be cut following my profile guide. So now, since I'm standing on the other side of the head here, and I'm picking up this hair, I have to be careful because now I want to be consistent in length, but here the hair, I tend to pull the hair towards me, so I will over direct. I don't want that. I just want to be continue consistent in length. I pull both sections straight from its root, natural growth, and I cut it. So now I'm going to do a little bit of cross-checking. So every time you cut a hair in one direction, let's say you cut in horizontal, you cross-check in vertical. If you cut the hair diagonal back, you cross-check, you do the cross-check diagonal forward. Picking up the hair, I'm not cutting length or anything, just making sure there's no I'm going to connect the hair here a little bit elevated, but it's still in horizontal because I want to maintain the weight around his parallel ridge. So I pick up all the hair and pull to my base, and I'm connecting with the hair lifted in 90. I pull the hair elevating 90, but in horizontal. So now I'm going to choose how much I'm going to cut it here by pulling the hair down, make sure everything is even. Same thing here, bringing the hair down. Keep bringing down. I'm going to removing a little bit weight with my blending shears. So in here, I'm taking small section, and I'm taking a little bit of weight from the top. I did the corners first, then the center, the top, so now I'm going to do on this side. Can do without the fingers. So I'm going to do the corners, but just the tip of the hair. See, just on the tip. I don't want to go too low on a hairline with this scissors. Here too on the corners. So here I'm continuing removing some weight. I'm going to slice the hair a little bit, create some texture here. I'm double crossing. So I'm adding some texture here as well. Slicing the hair. Do you guys see it? I cross my shears one side, groom the hair straight forward, cross everything from right to left, and then I do everything from left to right. At the end I have a little bit of disconnection and some texture. What I'm going to use now in my texturized shears, you see the tooth is far away, different than the blending shears. The tooth is very far from each other. I'm going to use my texture shears because I want his hair, I want to take all this density and weight off, because then I want to play with the hair. I want to make sure the hair will stand up. Guys, before I apply any product, what I look at it when he first arrived, his hair on the most natural form, natural look. So now that's why I'm going to apply something that is gonna keep his hair natural. So his hair doesn't need any more shine or anything, because his hair looks like more like a silk finish, natural, matte. I'm going to apply something that is gonna keep that way. I apply all over his head before I start cutting on the sides. I try to reach the roots, because with the product in the roots, what's gonna happen? It's gonna give longevity. When I blow dry, it's gonna create the shape and hold the shape for a little while. I'm going to use a small round brush, and the blow dry is going to be on medium heat and medium pressure. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lift this fringe up and I'll make this messy and dry the sides. So, and then before I start using my clippers. So now I'm already creating my style. Now his hair is so light that I can play with. Not too heavy anymore. So what I'm gonna do, blow dry the sides down and forward, and behind the ears backwards. So here forward and down. So in this side you guys can see better. Medium heat and medium pressure. So every time I blow dry the hair, I switch hands depending on the side I am. So now here on his crown, I'm going to put my finger on a cowlick and I'm going to blow dry around, lifting the hair, giving some volume. See what I did? Now I have volume here, volume there. So now I'm going to start debulking. Now I know where my base is. Number 2 close. You can see my base are here. So now I'm going to use my 0 closed. This is not a burst fade, guys. This is a Mohawk style. So am I using my trimmers now? So now I'm about to create another graduation guideline. I'm about to create my guideline with the number 1 close. I'm going to blend this line with a half. So half, open. Slowly closing the lever. Slowly closing my lever. Now all the way closed. So since I use number 2 to debulk, now I'm going to start descending all blades, blending down from 2 to 0. 1.5 open. One and a half intermediate. One and a half intermediate. One and a half close. Number 1 open, halfway close and close now. One halfway closed. And one closed. Now half open, always start with your guards open. Halfway close. You see how it's coming out, guys? It's coming out pretty clean. half closed. I'm stretching all guards. Okay, I'm stretching, meaning I'm going high with each guard and connecting with the previous guide. That's why you're gonna see this nice transition. So now I want to here continue to be dark. I'm just gonna break the overlap just a little bit. The overlapping hair, the length. Just the length. I'm going to do some point cutting here just to connect the hair better. As you can see how it's coming out. A little bit of thinning shears, just a little. I want to maintain this weight here. I'm gonna work a little bit around here, just picking the hair. I'm going to do his C cup. I'll keep debulking on the other side, just like I did on the left hand side. I'm going to do here the same exactly steps. Zero. Trimmers. Shaver. Graduation line, one closed. Blending graduation line with half. Starting open again. There's still a remaining line here from the zero. I'm going to start zero open. And then I'm going to close the lever all the way to 0 gap. And then this line would be disappearing in a second. One and a half open. One and a half halfway closed. One open. One halfway closed. One closed. So half open. Now I'm just kind of giving the last details on the lines here. Half open. And I'm closing little by little until I clean here 100%. So now here I'm going to maintain my weight. What I'm doing, picking up the hair with a comb and tilting out. And whatever is left, I cut it, but I don't go deep. Some point cutting here too. Just connect the fade, make sure there's a little less contrast. So now I'm going to do a V shape, more like a concave nape here. So guys, I finished the haircut, but now I'm going to style his hair. See how it looks like now already? So I'm going to blow dry and add some heat so I can spread the product well. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna apply some volume powder in the fringe, on the top, the crown. Now before I use my hand to spread the powder, I'm gonna mix and make. I'm gonna cocktail some products here. I'm gonna mix a little bit of the paste that I apply in the beginning, and now I'm using my creativity to create something for him. I'm working what the head gives to me. I'm going around the head. I'm checking for balance. Apply a little bit product on the corners. Still having the palm of my hands here. The nape as well, I'm using the palm of my hands. Guys, this is the final result. As you can see, a Mohawk with fade. Nice blend. I wanted this heavy with strength and a little bit of length, so it pop out more that transition area. So now a Mohawk. Now you saw the step by step. I hope you guys like, I hope you guys understand everything. And this is the final result. Let me break it down this for you guys real quick. So what I did, I separate the top in a horseshoe, big section, big panel section, and then I create my base by using shears. My base came off from the mid recession and behind the ears. I didn't go straight on the crown now, but I come like a C shape here, both sides. I cut in vertical sections in the back, and here I use a triangular shape. As you can see, the front it's a little bit longer. You see the fringe is a little bit longer, and then that's the final result. And the fade, what I did, debulk with a 2, create my first graduation line with a 0, with a 0 open, and then 0 around the hairline, blend that line. Then I create my second graduation line with a 1, blend that line with 1.5, and then I blend it down after that, everything from 2 to use all the guards from 2 down to 0 again. I use 1.5, 1, half, 0, everything down, so that's why it looks so clean. So this is it, guys. You guys saw the picture. Now I apply all the techniques. First thing we need to do is understand what kind of style he wants. After that, we're gonna make sure if that style will be suitable for him. His head is a little smaller, so that's why I maintain some weight on the parallel ridge and the crown area and here as well. So first thing we need to do is to find out his face shape. That's what I did here today. A Mohawk with low taper, with low fade. Very clean, very neat. Follow the step, very simple and easy. And as you can see, I add a lot of texture, remove some weight. Now the hair is very light and he can play with the hair at home. It's gonna be very easy for him. Hope you guys like, and I'll see you on the next class in this course, guys.